Just pause it.
Yes. Start then.
Yes.
Guys, I want to start asking a famous poem. I want to know who is the author of that poem. Okay. The road not taken.
William Wordsworth.
No, you failed to the road not taken, it is one of the famous poems. And you might have heard another poem, last four stanza of the poem,
Robert Frost.
which is excellent, Robert Frost. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to you. And what are the following next two lines? Have you heard about something miles?
Miles to go before I see.
And miles to go before I see. Then life is but a walking shadow. A poor player who struts and frets is our upon the stage. And then is heard it's a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, which signifies nothing. You know who is this quote by which author? He is famous, very famous. If we put something in the bottle and we shake it, right?
William Shakespeare.
Yeah, Shakespeare. So let us have a big round of applause for all of us being here at Electronic City Toastmasters meeting number 561. See, before starting up the meeting, I just want to share the what is all about Toastmasters. At Toastmasters, we provide the mission of Toastmasters is at Toastmasters. We provide positive and supportive learning where members develop their communication and leadership skills, thereby resulting in their personal growth and their professional growth. Okay. So, and we have, like any of the things we follow, there is a protocol. For Toastmasters, we have certain rules, certain ground rules we need to follow. As Toastmasters, we first thing, keep your mobile on silent or switch off. I'll give you 5 seconds to do that. At Toastmasters, we avoid discussing the topics like sex, religion, and politics. Kindly refrain from using it. And if you want to go out, if you want to step out, you can do it so. But do it so quietly, but the meeting should not be disturbing. While other speaker is delivering a speech, you maintain silence as well. And without taking much time, I would like to call invite our president Afsal. He's Toastmaster since 2023, played 6 XCOM roles within the club in the past. He has over 18 years of experience in talent acquisition, responsible for USA and Canada market, and automobile enthusiast who loves traveling and meeting new people. Afsal, the floor is yours. Let us welcome.
Thank you very much, Ramesh, for that wonderful introduction. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
As presiding officer, formally I declare the meeting number 561 of Electronic City Club open. So I'd like to once again welcome each one of you members, guests to Electronic City Toastmasters Club. I'd also like to acknowledge the presence of distinguished Toastmasters Sudesh OP. Right, so we do not have anybody online. I would like to see how many guests do we have today. Can I have raise of hands? 7 people. And can I know like who are the first timers? 1. You have been there last week. You are the one. Okay. Can I have both of you on stage just for 10 seconds where you tell your name How do you get to know about Toastmasters and what exactly do you want out of it? Yes, please come to the stage. Vijay. So Vijay.
Hi, my name is Vijendran. Basically, I'll be called as Vijay. Yeah, I'm here only at Electronic City. So basically, I used to meet. I go for meetups and event rides, and I was just looking for this Toastmasters club. I was not aware that Toastmasters club is nothing but where we talk, we communicate. I thought Toastmasters club is something related to food. I did not actually go and check everything. So later, after a long break, I checked everything, and then I thought to come in the last week, but I couldn't make it. So that's why I'm here. Yeah, I love to speak. That's all. Yeah, thank you.
Suresh.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Suresh. So I got to know about this Toastmaster from one of my friends. So his name is Venkateshan, who was part of this Toastmaster. So I want to learn, means communicate presentation is my weakness at this point of time. So I want to learn more and maybe I want to be more vocal. So that's the reason, that's the main reason I want to come to this.
Thank you. So let me give you a quick context of Toastmaster as our Sergeant Arms just gave you a brief overview, but I precisely focus on Electronic City Toastmaster Club history. So it was founded in 2016, over 10 years of history, and I am the 22nd president. So there is a huge legacy where the club developed multiple district and divisional leaders. We are the Smedley Distinguished Club, which is the top of the line recognition that a club can get, right? And yes, so we are one of the community club where you would find members who are students, who are professionals. We also spoke about that Toastmasters sounded like a food industry. So we also have chefs here in the club. So it's a very diverse club. So we get to know each other really well. So we operate on a hybrid mode every Saturday, 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. So today was a very special day. So for the guest, we have a 6-month term where a leadership team steps down and a new leadership team comes up. So myself as a president, and I do have 15 additional executive committee members who are supporting to run the meeting in a highest quality possible manner, right? So today we had our formal club officer training program that happened at morning 8 o'clock until 3 o'clock. So all of us are coming directly from the venue to the club. Why I'm telling you this? Last week, we had run a poll. Should we run this meeting on a hybrid mode or should we go online? Many of us, like I work in night shift and I just slept for 90 minutes or 2 hours. Then I went to the event and I'm coming here. Just like me, there are others who had prior commitments, they were tired, and most of us committed that, okay, some would come to the meeting, some would go home and join online, some stated that we would not. What happened while we were having our lunch after the training session? One person who voluntarily stated that I would not join said that I'm coming in person. The other person who stated that I join online stated that I would come in person. And here the ripple effect started, which is the theme for today. You know, like a small effort by somebody which, you know, like which is very contagious and allowed all of us to be here in person, respecting the guests who come here and looking forward to. Just imagine we all are not here and you come, find a closed door and go back. So that's the commitment of Electronic City Toastmaster, where we just do not care about our members, but we also take care of every single, not guest. We have a new name for the guest, prospective members. So with that, I would like to acknowledge the presence of every single prospective member and members and hand over the stage. Let's first applaud for each one of us. So without further ado, I would like to invite somebody who would drive the meeting end to end today. She is a student studying in Dayanand Sagar University, a student of electronic and communications. She loves puzzle, specifically Sudoku as well as chess. None other than Vasudha to take over the Toastmaster of the day.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
tell me one thing. Have you have an incident happen where you message in a wrong group and suddenly you're bombarded with messages? Hey, it's a wrong group, wrong message. Does it ever happen to you? Raise your hands. It's like a small and have you ever seen that just through a small stone, like the tiniest pebble in a pond, it creates this effect and the whole waves splatter? That is what is ripple effect. One tiny action, one small action can lead to multiple causes or multiple consequences. That may be good or that may be bad. Now, one thing which you might have noticed or you might have experienced, you smile at someone and they smile back at you. You appreciate someone and you appreciate someone else. What effect does it make you feel? A quick raise of answers, please. What does it make you feel from internally when someone appreciates you or smiles at you, or greet you, or shake hands? What do you feel?
We feel very happy.
You feel happy. You feel nice. You feel warm.
Energetic.
And you feel energetic being where you are. So this is what Toastmasters is all about. It's about giving you that environment, a supportive environment, and also helping you and giving you those small ripples so that you have greater consequences and effects in your career, in your life. So without any delay, we have 3 amazing sessions today, parts today. Number 1, prepared speeches. Coming up next, table topic sessions. And then the evaluations of the speeches. So fasten your seatbelts and be ready for the ripple that's going to hit you. Now, I would like to call someone who has been working in Bosch, who is an active member in Toastmasters for 4 years, our current VPN, none other than Toastmaster Abhishek Hinsley.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Usuda. So I am the general evaluator for today's meeting. As a general evaluator, my role is to observe the entire proceeding of the meeting. So it's not like we have to come every meeting and then we have to present there. We also want to improve ourselves, right? So the evaluation and the journal evaluation is the place where we get the feedback, how we can improve it even further. And I will not be alone. So I have a team, the entire team who will help me with guiding the members and the entire meeting so that it will be distributed and everyone can learn. Okay, so I will call our first role player, that is a timer for today's meeting. The timer for today's meeting is from Jamshedpur and he really loves learning about new things. Let us welcome Toastmaster Minal. Yeah, so thank you for the nice introduction. So today my role is as a timer. So as a timer, so means I need to be track to each and every speaker so that every speaker should be confined their speech. So we need the time limit. So today we have also 3 sections. So first one is the prepared speech. So for the prepared speech, so we have the timing limit. So that is a 5 to 7 minute. Okay, so prepared speech. So on completion of the 5 minute. I'll show the green, and completion of the 6, I'll show the yellow, and completion of the 7 minute, I'll show the red. So second section will be the so it's speech means evaluation. So for the speech evaluation, so do we have the timing limit that is 2 to 3 minutes. For so completion of the 2 minute, it will be the green, and the 2 minute 30 seconds, it will be the yellow, and the 3 minute, it will be the red. Yeah, so last it is for the so in every topic, so timing limit it is 1 to 2 minutes. So as the similar like so for 1 it will be the green, so 1 minute 30 seconds it will be the yellow, and also from completion of the 2 minutes I will show the red. Okay, so if any of the speaker will be go so beyond of the 30 seconds, means after showing the red card, if any of the speakers will go goes beyond of the 30 seconds, so that candidate will be considered as a so disqualified. So after this end of the section, so that I will show the timer report. Yeah, so thanks to everyone for now. Over to the first. Thank you so much, timer. So now let us move ahead and let us meet our next role player. Our next role player is already a leader. He has been in the leadership field in his professional life. He loves music. He loves to work out. He enjoys sports, cricket and football. So let us welcome our next role player, our counter Toastmaster Ramesh Dhamarajan.
Thank you very much for the warm introduction. So I will be observing. I first of all, I'm privileged to take up the role as a counter. I will be carefully observing and listening to each and every conversation. Mindfully, I will listen, and if anyone do some touch or filler words like repetition words, and as, like, all those things, I will note it down. Also include the unwanted pauses also. And at the end of the meeting, I will provide the report. That's all.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ramesh. Now let us call our next role player. Language is a very essential part of public speaking. To help us in our linguistic skills, we have a Toastmaster. She has a new member in our club, but she is an active member. She has taken a lot of role in a short period of time, and she is eager to learn as well. So let us welcome Toastmaster Ankita.
So, hello Toastmasters and prospective members. Today I have taken the role of grammarian, and as a grammarian, I have a question for you all. So, can you all read this for me? Is it visible?
Yes, very much. Yesterday, because late traffic was reached office.
Okay. Now, can you read this?
I reached the office late yesterday because of the traffic.
And now, can you tell me the difference between these two sheets?
The first one was absolute wrong. There is grammar is completely worn out.
Okay, exactly. So basically, it is basically the difference of the grammar and the rearranging of the words. So as a role of grammarian, it is my role and responsibility to ensure that I'll be paying close attention to all the speaker, listening carefully to the language uses, because grammar makes the speeches more effective and more influential. So I'll take note of misuse of English language as well as outstanding words, quotes, saying, and thoughts. So as a grammarian, it is also my duty to introduce the word of the day. So the word of the day is reverberate, which means to continue to have a repeating or far-reaching impact. And an example of this word is a thoughtful compliment can reverberate in a person's memory for years. Also, the phrase of the day is cast a long shadow, meaning to have a lasting or far-reaching influence over people or future event. An example of this is the pandemic cast a long shadow over economy. So I would like to encourage each of the speaker to use the word of the day and phrase of the day. And I'll present my report at the end of the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ankita. I think such kind of role will help us to cast a long shadow and help us everyone to grow. Okay, thank you so much for engaging. Now let us go ahead and let us meet our listener for today's meeting. Our listener is the VP Education for our club, and he is helping us to support all the events and the structure that we are following. So let us welcome our VP Education for today's meeting, Toastmaster Ram Kumar, as the listener for today's meeting.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Good evening. Yeah. So, being a good listener is as good as being a good speaker. So, as a role of listener, today I will help you to be an active listener. So I will note down all the active key notes and tidbits what speakers and evaluators speaks in the on the stage. And I will ask you end of the meeting when general evaluator calls me to test your listening skills. Be active listeners and answer me during that time. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ramkumar. So I will be observing the entire meeting, and at the end of the meeting, whenever called by the Toastmaster of the day, I will be coming on the stage along with my team to present the report on how we can improve. So with that being said, I would like to hand over the stage to our Toastmaster, Toastmaster Sudha.
Every ripple needs someone to observe how far it falls. Therefore, that is why we have our general evaluator, Toastmaster Abhishek Negi, to observe the whole meeting and help us with the feedback. Now, it's time for the prepared speeches. So before I call upon the speaker one, I would like to call someone who has been working in Gush Bank for 10 years and his current focus is on upgrading his technical skills along with soft skills. So please put your hand together for Toastmaster Siman Sudhakaran.
My speaker for the day isHan Parajan, and he will be giving a speech from the Pathway Dynamic Leadership Level 1 Project 2. The purpose of the project is to learn or review basic methods of writing a speech with a defined purpose and to present a well-organized speech on any topic. All the best to my speaker, and timer, please note, the timing will be 5 to 7 minutes.
Thank you, Siman, for stating the objectives of the speaker. So now I would like to call Toastmaster Anbalagan Krishnan, who is a fabric sourcing manager at Landmark Group Max Fashion with over 12 years of experience and product development and textile testing. So please put your hands together for Toastmaster Anbalagan Krishnan. Toastmaster Anbalagan Krishnan. Fashion, clothes, brand, non-brands. Fashion, clothes, brand or non-brands. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Good evening, Toastmaster. Hello, Toastmaster, dear guests.
Good
evening. How many of you wearing branded clothes today? I can see. In India, 1.4 million people living in this country. In that, around 8 to 10% people only wearing branded cloth. Rest 90% people wearing non-branded clothes. That means locally made garments. Today, I will speak to you about how branded is changed to buying habit to Indian culture as well as universal also. So the online platform, how is social media is involving and how we 20 years ago we bought the clothes, the difference I will explain you. 20 years ago, when I was in school student, I usually buy cloth. Okay. As a student, I went to buy cloth along with my family. So that time, my father, we used to go to small shop in our village. There we can ask to that shop member. We didn't ask any brands, so we asked only quality and price and color. So after that, we had more negotiation with them. So initially, what example he will tell the product is 500 means we can ask initially 150, then 200, 300. Too many negotiation will happen. Then finally, one price we agree, we bought. Nowadays, many of us we are going to entering the mall and we are purchasing dresses. without any negotiation, whatever that MRP is there, they are always put in discount also based on that we are purchasing. So the difference is while 20 years ago, as a family, we went to shop, we gathered as a good memories and bought clothes. And nowadays, we don't have that much time due to fast fashion. We are buying clothes in online mode for shopping. Recently, I visited in textile mills in Surat. That mill guy sold two fabrics, but two fabrics both are in same quality in terms of gown construction, GSM, fleece, and the quality, everything remains same. Once that guy is selling the same fabric, well-known international brand, and one more fabric is selling to non-organized brand sector. Once garment is checked, that international brand value is compared to non-organized brand value is more than 5 to 7% is higher. In India, there is few retail. Only the leading brand is there: Reliance, Trends, Weststyle, Max, Julio. In that, they are all targeting the customer. In Max, you can take this 18 to 35 years category. All are working professional, and this easy way they are targeting to youth category below 18 to 15 this category. Thank you.
Please give him again a big round of applause for Toastmasters. Telling about the fashion industry, how the system works, and it was a wonderful speech, unbelievable. Now, I would also like to acknowledge we have an online timer, Toastmaster checker, who would be a timer for the online audience. So please note. Now, it's time for the second speech. Our second speaker today is distinguished Toastmaster Sudesh, and to evaluate him, we have Toastmaster Adviti, who is learning to speak, has finished her pathway, and a fabulous speaker. So please put your hands together for Toastmaster Adviti.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and my dear prospective members. So today, my target speaker, DTM Sudesh, will speak his icebreaker session from Pathway Engaging Humor. So the project objective is, through his speech, he will tell about himself to the club. And timers, please know, his speech duration is 4 to 6 minutes. And since it would be his first speech from this pathway, please give him a standing ovation once he completes his speech. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Adviti, for stating the guidelines of the speech. Now, I would like to introduce the speaker, who was a rebel during childhood, questions every single aspect of life, but over the years have mellowed down a bit, loves nature, and is a great fan of football. Please put your hands together for distinguished Toastmaster Sudesh Oki. A dehusked coconut. Sudesh Opi. Sudesh Opi, a dehusked coconut.
I was born in a family of 5. My father was a merchant. So was my grandfather. So was great-grandfather. And I was born in a city known as Kannur. It is famously known as a city of looms and looms because we had a lot of handlooms. And also, in case if you have seen the movie Kantara, you would know that there is a load behind the movies, right? So the city of Kannur has lot of avatars, I could say, like Kantara. That's why it is known as the city of lords and lords. I was born on an Amavasya, a new moon night when the sky was at its darkest. And that night, my brother, 7 years old, was so thrilled when he heard the news. Then he peeked into the blanket and shouted, "Are you sure that is ours? He doesn't look like us. He looks like a dehusked coconut." That's not true what he saw on that day. My teeny weeny, or my hair. Either way, that is when I got my first nickname, a dehusked coconut. And every time someone called me that name, I fought with them. One day, frustrated, my brother told me, "Oh, you were not born in our family. We found in a ditch." And that hurt me. On that day, I learned the hard truth of colorism that existed in the society. Did I do something about it back then? Probably not, because I was so tall and so short, to be frank. Now, talking about my education, I studied in a government school in Kannur, and my best friend back then was Rijesh H. We were like buddies, and I used to go and visit his house, and his mom would have prepared amazing food for him, but I would grab those food, and I really enjoyed those good old days. After completing my education, 10th, I moved on to take up the +2. I've completed my +2 education as well. Then I thought like, oh, that's not enough. But I went on to take a master's in computer application, double master's, I must say, master's in business administration, information technology, went on to take an executive program from IIM Calicut. Not enough, I completed a design thinking from Stanford. So my motto in life is always challenge yourself. What is that next thing that you're going to take? Always keep that learning mentality, because if you have that mentality, I'm sure that you will challenge a lot of questions, challenge a lot of existing things in society. Now, talking about the colorism, now I don't judge anyone by the looks. Whether you have one tail, no hair, nothing doesn't really matter. Your color, the look doesn't matter. What really matters for me is how are you doing? Are you doing something relevant to the society? Are you helping others? Do you have that mindset? Because you don't judge others by the look. And that's exactly a dehusked coconut would look like. A dehusked coconut is something which is hard on the outside, but when we crack that coconut open, what really matters is that delicious taste, the delicious piece of coconut that goes in the mouth. Good, and you will feel that amazing taste. That's what really matters. In case if you have no motto in life, think about what is your motto in life. I'm an ardent football fan. I do play even now, even though my legs sometimes become shaky, but I do score. Yesterday also, I scored a couple of goals, and I can challenge you in case you're a football fan. Probably you can join me in my game and see how we play. Now, I thought like when I joined probably the MBA program, I was not a very proficient speaker. I joined an organization as a customer support representative. That was probably 4 years back then. I don't even still remember, but I thought, yeah, this is not the industry work. I do belong. But I moved on to take up multiple roles. I became a Linux consultant in another organization. Not enough. Became a solution architect. Not enough. Became a technical trainer. Not enough. Now I build solutions to customers. Talking about Toastmasters, why did I join Toastmasters? I felt that communication was really, really important in case you have to present yourself in front of others. It can be your customer, it can be your team members, it can be the person that crashing. So communication really, really matters. It mattered to me back then. I was so naive. I was very reluctant to be on the stage. I don't mind now being here on the stage. Back then I was not. I thought like, okay, maybe what should I do? I thought about joining for some online educational program, didn't really work. Then in my organization, there was a Toastmasters maybe that was happening. I joined for that meeting as a guest because I was so reluctant. But I joined this community club because this club has got a lot of members and guests from different walks of life. And I really love it. Whether you like to have conversation talking about the football tournament, or whether you like to talk about the autos industry, or whether you want to talk about anything that is educational, this is the club I felt that would give me a lot of learning. So overall, that is my journey so far, and I'd be eager to hear from you when we meet offline. Thank you.
Thank you, Sudhir, for such an inspiring speech and cracking the coconut open and helping us know more about it. Now, it's time to invite the third evaluator, someone who has a world record of making the longest dosa and has a culinary experience and is a chef specialist at MTR and also has been our past president. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster Rajesh Chef.
My target speaker, Gajendra Sharma, is delivering speech from Pathway Presentation Mastery, Level 3, Project 2. The objective of our speech is know your sense of humor. The purpose of this project is for the member to begin developing a collection of humorous stories and to present a speech that includes humor. All the very best, Toastmaster Gajendra. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajesh, for stating the guidelines of the speaker. Now, I would like to call someone who hails from Madhya Pradesh and has 23 years of experience in IT industry and works as the head of engineering and loves traveling and writing. Please put your hands together for Toastmaster Gajendra Sharma. Toastmaster Gajendra Sharma. Roast the toast. Roast the toast, Toastmaster Gajendra Sharma.
Practice makes a man perfect. So I practiced today how to run out of the stage. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
And also a special good evening to those who come here only for free samosa. I have come here to confess, and I want to confess something because you might be wondering why I was away for so much time from this club. I actually joined another. The Toastmaster Club name is Jingalala Hulululu. Now, when I joined this club, the club mentor came to me and said, Gajendra, you are an experienced Toastmaster. I want you to recruit the best people in our club. I said, okay. So, first person I brought was Sergeant at Arms. This person was very happy, but he has a running rule, as I say. So, first he will come running 1 hour before the meeting. And everybody is on his hat. Hey, where is the second laptop? Hey man, the speaker is not working. Hey, Wi-Fi, what happens to Wi-Fi? Hey, people are not able to see audience in online. What to do? So this guy is running to get the Wi-Fi, running to get the laptop, running to fix the projector and so on. So after so much of running, he comes to a stage like this. Let's have a big round of applause. There is no energy in the room. Where is the energy? So people said,
you should bring a lot of energy in the room. So he started drinking a lot of electrol, Glucon-D. Somehow the energy should come. Even then, he was trying and trying and trying, nothing was happening. So now what he does, every Saturday he goes to a hospital, takes a trip. Now he is very energetic. The second person that I brought to the club was a president. Now this guy is a very happy-go-lucky guy. He is a family man, has a good job. And he's first time in his life he's becoming president of anything. He has not even become the monitor of a class, so he's very happy. So first day he comes like a king. Where are you looking for you? I'll bring resources. I'll help you. Okay, fine. He was very happy. First day he saw all, showbazi. Second day onwards he realized he is no king. He is only a tragedy king. Every day is a tragedy. Arranging the meetings, arranging the contests. Some speaker is not there, some evaluator is not there, some team mode is dropped off. So first thing, people will always, every day, they will come. Sir, the speaker one has gone for a wedding, so he is not coming. Okay, what happened to evaluator? Sir, he has gone to the wedding, same wedding with him. Okay. Okay, so what happened to the second speaker? Sir, he never committed anything. He was always 50-50, so he's in. Okay. Okay, let me call the team mode. So team mode, hello, Toastmaster of the day. Sir, I said I will be Toastmaster of the day, but I did not say I will be Toastmaster of today. I will come Toastmaster some other day. Okay, fine. So arranging meetings, arranging contests, this guy is becoming totally stressed out. He started drinking alcohol. No need to worry. He is in good place. Only thing is his family has abandoned him and employer has kicked him out. But he is in good place. He is in a good mental asylum. The third role that I brought was a speech evaluator role. And my mentor came, he was very furious with me because I was not bringing good people. So he said, hey, bring different people, man. We want diverse set of people. You are bringing same kind of people to me. Okay. So I brought this speech evaluator from diversity background. So he comes like this. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. And yes, my speaker is evaluating the speech. My speaker had good body, but he should have some massage. Because without a massage, there is no speech. Every speech should have a massage. People thought he is becoming too personal, too vulgar. He was removed. The fourth rule I brought was a ah counter. So every time he words ah, he listens to one word ah, he said aha. You did not, you used 150 aha, 200 and 250 aha. People thought he is very sadistic and he is picking on people, so he was also removed. So today I came to you. So actually, there are a lot of roles are still remaining. I want your guidance. If you know anybody, please let me know. Please bring him to me. Thank you very much. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gajendra. Do we have okay, Shantanu is. So now invited the fourth evaluator, Toastmaster Sudarshan Kadanani, a software engineer and a senior program manager, consultant, He was also its past Associate Vice President Public Relations and has given a lot of speeches and evaluations. So please put your hands together for Toastmasters Sudarshan Karunanidhi.
Thank you, TM Modi. Am I audible and visible?
Yeah, your voice is breaking a little. Can you speak again? Can you please speak again?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, good. Continue.
One second. Yeah, better.
Yeah.
Am I clear now?
Yes, Sudarshan, you're clear. You can please proceed.
Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and prospective members. It's my pleasure to introduce today's speaker, Toastmaster Shantanu Kumar Pradhan. Today's Toastmaster Shantanu will be delivering Level 3, Project 2, title The Grass is Always Green and More Profitable. The objective of the project is to begin developing a collection of humorous stories and present a speech to include humor. As the evaluator, I'll be observing how effectively Shantanu uses the engaging stories and personal experience to create purposeful humor and connect with the audience. The speech is expected to demonstrate humor through storytelling rather than explain in the Know Your Sense of Humor project itself. The title certainly speaks the title certainly sparks curiosity. What makes grass greener and more profitable? Let's hear Toastmaster Shantanu's unique perspective. Please join in welcoming Toastmaster Shantanu Kumar Pradhan with a big round of applause.
So now our fourth speaker is a software engineer with 10 years of experience who loves cooking for his loved ones and expressing care and creativity. Toastmaster Shantanu Pradhan. The grass is always greener and more profitable. The grass is always greener and more profitable. Toastmaster Shantanu Pradhan.
Before starting, am I audible and visible properly?
Yes, Shantanu, you can proceed.
Good evening, dear fellow Toastmasters and most welcomed guests. Let me ask you a question. How many of you looked at a tea stall or a roadside samosa stall and thought that they're earning a lot of money? Please raise your hand. Thank you. Today I am so relieved. You know why? I always used to that these guys are earning a lot of money and I am not alone. Dear fellow Toastmasters, I have this strange habit. Whenever I will see a roadside small businesses, immediately in my mind, this imaginary Excel sheet will come up where I will calculate what is the revenue, what is the profit, how much he's earning per month. Maybe he's come up with a IPO and he's going to be the millionaire in few days. Then I used to think, why this kind of thoughts always coming to my mind? Maybe because I am a software engineer and in parallel, every weekend I am seeing this video, how to be a millionaire within 30 days. Dear Toastmasters, few days back, I went to a samosa stall and it was quite busy stall where the number of people waiting to get a samosa, where the queue was very long and the shopkeeper was facing very difficulty to serve them all. Then as usual, this imaginary Excel sheet came to my mind. Oh my God, one samosa is 20 rupees. He is already serving 200 samosas. It's 4,000 rupees. And it's not only samosa, he has other items, tea and a sandwich or maybe vada, maybe he's earning a lot of money. Then I thought, in my mind, he's already the CEO of Samosa Technologies Private Limited. Then I decided, what I'm doing, why I'm writing softwares, instead I should be frying samosas. Then out of curiosity, I went to that shopkeeper. I asked him, you might be earning a lot of money, is not it? Before even I finished my sentence, he told that what all problems he faced in his everyday running this business. He tells that the prices keeps fluctuating. Sometimes the potato prices will go up, the oil price will go up. Sometimes Modi ji will tell that no cylinder for tomorrow. And some days, expecting more people to come, he will be frying more samosas, but people won't come up. It's a waste. And sometimes he won't be having that much of samosa, but number of people will be more. And sometimes finding the manpower, it's a difficulty. Then listening to all these problems, I slowly came back and I thought that it's better to have my own samosa and go back home. Then next day, I went to a tea shop in my society, and it's always busy. While having my cup of tea and with free mind, I looked at number of cups were lying around. Oh my God, 300 cups are lying around. One tea cup is 20 rupees. Already 6,000 rupees from here he is earning. Might be it is better for me to ask him, can you please give me a franchise? I will start. Or maybe I will open a tea stall, the engineer's tea stall. Right? And as usual, out of curiosity, I went to that tea seller's guy. I told him, you might be earning a lot of money. Your business is really great. Then he also started telling his problems. Like how the milk prices fluctuates. Sometimes he need more people, but sometimes people won't show up. And sometimes some people will drink the tea and they will go back without paying money. They will tell that tomorrow I will give you the money, but tomorrow comes, but not the money. Listening to all these things, I thought it's better to have my cup of tea and go back. Then as usual, one Monday morning, I reached my office and lot of works, lot of meetings, it was going on. And my managers was asking me, what happened to this task? What happened to that task? And I got irritated. And I thought that business idea was good. Let me open this engineer's tea stall. And from tomorrow onwards, I will not come to this office. Right? And we engineers believe in risk analysis. When I did risk analysis, then something stuck to my mind. Like the way I am complaining about my profession, might be that tea seller guy will be looking at me every day. This guy does not go to office. What does he do? Sometimes he goes to office, takes his laptop, goes sits in AC room or AC office and come back home, enjoys his life, plays with his kid or have his family life. Weekend he is free, right? That might be in his thoughts. Then I came to realization that we all complain about our lives always. For example, the people who are living in city, they will be always dreaming of peaceful village life. And the people in village, they'll be thinking about that glamorous city lives. For example, the business people, they will think that employees are very happy. They are getting salary every month, irrespective of the business does good or bad. And employees will be thinking, this business owner is earning a lot of money, right? He has a lot of freedom. But it's not always like that. We all have our struggles and we all have our responsibilities. It's not like as soon as you open a samosa shop, you are going to be a next millionaire. Or you will open a tea shop, you will be a next franchisee you can offer. Or I will not be a millionaire just by looking at the YouTube videos, how to be rich in 30 days. Right? So whenever we see someone's profession, we should always appreciate the hard work, the dedication, right? The invisible dedication or the hard work that has gone or that has put into that particular thing. And I'd like to finish my speech by telling that grass is not always greener in other side. It is greener because someone is watering it each and every day. Thank you. Over to Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shantanu. It was actually a wonderful speech and made us realize that grass is not always greener on the other side, and there's like different risks and situations that happens. Now, they say some ripples take time, but when they return with a bang. Now it's time to invite someone who is a past member of our club. Not past member. I mean, it's been so long that he hasn't come. A vice. He's also served so many roles: Sergeant at Arms, BPM, BPE, past area director, and so many more. So please put your hands together for Toastmaster Uday Kumar. He has an announcement to make, so stage to you.
So it's been a while to this club, almost 6 months. There are reasons. First thing, 2 years before I was president of this club, I want to give small gift to two people. The reason I thought it due to all the ExCom by giving complete productivity. First person, I can tell him as coconut tree. Not because he's from Kerala. I seen him in no matter what season he is taking part of this club, supports club. I think one club senior who is quite active in the club. And I want to give him a small token of gift. Please come to this. Wow! Thank you so much for the support.
Nice one.
And second person, I think 4 years before when I joined Mustafa CPE, he doesn't have the confidence. Now we break all the barriers and he's a super looking, the most handsome person I know that I would say. I'd like to invite the person to the stage.
He's tall on.
So we felt all the confidence when he joined. He don't have a job now. He is a good person. He works for a company, and he is part of this club for many terms. And during my term as president, he was a BPTR, and he had many challenges. He won the first PR award for our club. So for that reason, I stitched for him. Wow. There are two reasons why I'm not very active. One, I moved the members from this location to a new job. Second reason, so you heard it right, I'm getting married next month. I will have people to come to the wedding. I will give this invitations. Reception is August 22nd and marriage is August 23rd. So please do attend to the online members also, the people who are there, is to come to my wedding. And I'm eagerly waiting because this club is
Welcome to the club.
Correct.
Right, what exactly.
So that's the announcement, and I'm really excited for all the opportunities. Thank the club for all the good things, good memories, and even I'm getting married because of one or three people I can say. First was Mr. Aniket Amdekar, who pushed me, who kept asking. Second was this is Toastmaster Aruna, who really fight with me. We are not married. And third person is very special. He invited me to lunch. I thought I was going to ask about club. But he gave me lunch and told you should get married and why. That person is Sevin Subhakaran. Thank you so much for all of these people. And he answered to a lot of Thank you so much. Those must really transformed in many things and well into personal. Thank you so much.
They are the three musketeers.
Who could not see you there.
So congratulations there for your marriage, and we'll be there at your wedding. Now it's time. Okay, tell me one thing. Why do you go for a wedding?
To see the function and enjoy the food. Yeah.
Good food.
So now it's time for some snacks and tea. So let's head to the cafeteria and we can come back in 15 minutes. So we'll be back at sharp
5:15. Yeah.
എങ്ങനെ രണ്ടുപേരെ പിൻ ചെയ്യാം?
ഓൺലൈൻ ടൈമറാണ്.
അല്ല, ഒരാളെ കൂടെ എങ്ങനെ പിൻ ചെയ്യാം? രണ്ടുപേര് സ്പ്ലിറ്റ്
ഒരാളെ റിജക്ട് ചെയ്യും. അല്ല, അവര് അവര് ഇഫ് ദേ കം ഓൺലൈൻ then only we can do.
പക്ഷെ ഞാനത് ഇവനെ ചെയ്തപ്പോ പറ്റില്ല.
പറ്റൂല. ഇനി എന്നെ വിളിച്ചാൽ മതി.
ഞാൻ പ്രിയല്ല, മനസ്സിലല്ല.
Who is this?
That is Sudarshan.
Sudarshan. How are you, Sudarshan?
I have muted him.
Hey, unmute him. You understood, right?
Yeah, അറിയും.
Are you? Okay. Nice one.
Welcome back, everyone. Hi, hello.
Hi, hello. We are pumped.
Hope the samosas don't hate you because now it's time for the most terrifying part. It's a small little in your journey that might give you one question and it might have an immediate effect on the stage today. So it's time for table topic session. And for that, I have someone who's energetic, who has experience in the health industry, who is Associate Vice President Education currently. Please put your hands together for our table topics master, Toastmasters Sachin.
Wow.
Thank you, Joseph. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Can anyone say why table topic is important?
Impromptu.
Yeah, it is impromptu, I know that. There is some example. It is impromptu. Hey, I'll give you a topic, you need to come on stage. You can think for 10 to 30 seconds and you can speak. Any other than that, any personal experience? Yes, sir.
So it helps us to practice that skill so that if in the professional life, in a company, in front of the friends, or in any situation where we are having some discussion, we can use the skill, we can think on the spot, and we can present our idea.
Okay. Anyone? Last one. Because
pitching ideas.
yeah, the personal example in your life.
It helps to lie to our spouse.
I have one experience.
Whenever you
Hi, sir.
Yes. See, when I passed out my software engineering, I have to talk. There was a thing called JAM. It is called Just a Minute.
Right.
It is very much similar to table topics. They asked me to tell something about technology and some process for 5 minutes, 2 minutes they give the time. But that time I was not able to do it. When I turn back, seeing these table topics, if I would have done this earlier, that would have helped me to clear my interview. So that is my personal experience. So that it helps impromptu speech. Just a minute. These are my experience.
Thanks a lot, sir. Even I am able to correlate the things. I go back to 2019. I went to enter for X company in Marathon with my friend. It was a group discussion. Like I was finding difficult to speak or in the group. Like when I came from one of the good college, but I was finding difficult in group discussion. But exactly after 3 or 4 years after joining Toastmasters, I went to another company. It was an inside sales. I was able to crack the interview 3 rounds without any hesitation, and also I got a good feedback after the interview from the HR. I personally a message like, what is the feedback? They gave all the feedback. That is because of this platform that is table topics. And I have so many examples like that. I can say that with my mother, even I say, even sorry, when I say
suddenly she'll ask something, I'll some bluff with my brother. So there's so many issues. This platform or this session is going to help you for in that way where you can think on spot and you can speak. And there's a time limit for there's a time limit. It is 2 minutes 30 seconds. First minute the timer will show green card. The 1.5 minute will show the yellow card, and the second minute will show the red card. There are 30 seconds grace period. If a speaker or table topic speaker extends 2 minutes 30 seconds, he or she will be disqualified from the as a speaker. And if the speaker speaks less than a minute, even he or she will be disqualified. Minimum 1 minute they need to speak. I'll go like a row wise. From each row, I'll call one person randomly. They need to come. They need to speak on the topic. And even for online audience also, same thing. I'll call randomly. Let's start the first question. I'll go with Pradeep. There. Really? Pradeep. The question is, timer, please note. The question is, what decision by your father change your life? What decision? Your father changed your life. Your father took a decision that changed your life. Okay. All the rest. Thanks.
Okay. Good evening for the Toastmaster, dear guest.
Good evening.
You know, like decision, there are two types of decisions. One decision take you up, one decision take you down. I believe, you know, everybody like might be to face this kind of challenge in your life. I believe. Sometimes take, so as a leader, you're taking a lot of decisions. Sometimes destroy the company, sometimes take your company on top when you go for IPO and you can like millionaire, billionaires. So similar, I also take some decisions in life, a lot of decisions I've taken. So just 7 years back, when I joined some company, I joined as an architect. Suddenly, like, like my leaders come to me and told like, but just take like it's grow. That time I was not ready. But took this and I given 100%. And it took me like, you know, different direction altogether. Because I wanted to move that direction. But because of this decision, today I am like working like engineering leader. I was taken as an engineering manager role, but over the 7 years, because it's not like journey was easy. Because you know, like as a like you go to leadership, pumping rights, you know. People think like, okay, as a leader, they're sitting in the AC room and they're just saying, hello, do this thing. But not easy. On top sitting, this lot of pressure is there. So anyway, like it's a hard decision, but it took me like to a different level. Today I'm enjoying this position. Okay, maybe there are like a lot of challenges, but this is like making up. Still I'm going on that level. Thank you so much.
Thank you for wonderful take on the topic. Let me call next person. You could make Ajay. Your question is, what idea would you implement in society? What idea would you implement in society? Over to you.
Although there are many ideas that I would like to implement in the current society, but given the situation, if I have to choose one, then I would choose to implement the idea of living peacefully without any conflict. Because nowadays, if we see in our day-to-day life also, whether in social media or TV channels everywhere, in personal life also, somebody is dealing with someone and they are just continuously in conflict. That is not just spoiling their peace of mind, but it is also spoiling our peace of mind as an observer. We don't want to observe any negative situation in our life. It makes our life negative. So this is one of the ideas that I would like to implement in the society that will make each one of our life easy and we can live peacefully over. Thank you.
Thank you, Ajay. Okay.
Sachin from online.
Yogi. Your question. As the eldest or youngest child, what would you change in your family? As the eldest or the youngest child, what would you change in your family? On this.
Just few seconds. So the only top of my mind, one thing comes into my mind. So we all our families, all our parents who did not have much financial acumen at that time, invested lot and lot of money in LIC. So as an eldest child and having financial acumen assuming more than them, I would like to give them education about where to invest the money and take the more out of it rather than blindly going with the herd. I agree. At that time, they did not have much idea about where to put money in. But with time, with social media, I guess we can pretty much agree that we all have good options. And sorry, thanks.
You tried your best. Excellent. If I get an opportunity, even I'm the youngest child. If I want, I don't have opportunity in my life to change, but because they won't allow me. But I want to change. Most of the time, my parents they talk about about others. They don't talk about themselves or about us. They talk about us. They are like that. I want to change that about their mindset if I get. And next I would like to go with you guys. Who was your childhood mentor? Who was your childhood mentor? Over to you.
Since our childhood, we have many mentors that shape up our upbringing and how we come up as human beings. But certainly, some of the mentors would have the most impact. The most impact that had on me was my father. Since my childhood, I have learned a lot of things like what are right and what are wrong, how one should behave. So those things help a lot in shaping up. Later on in my life, teachers have helped me learn a lot of things, and that helped in shaping my future. And I'm still learning. I'm trying to find mentors and learn from them. Keeping on learning helps us improve further in life, and mentors play a big role.
Thanks, sir. For take on the topic you talk about your for even in my life, even in my life, my past mentor is my brother, and then my phone. Because when no one supports in your environment, the people who stands is only your family. Thanks a lot for the topic. And next I go to online audience, that is Checkie sir, Toastmaster Checkie sir. Toastmaster Checkie sir, your topic is which book do you recommend and why? Which book do you recommend and why? And just an announcement, before you start your speech, you have 30 seconds time. Just take your 30 seconds, ask time off. We time for 30 seconds, take, and then speak. There's no thing.
Okay. Thank you, table topic master. The book I really enjoyed, and still I hear it whenever I go to office, because with Bangalore traffic, it will take around 1.5 hours in one direction itself. So I again and again I kept on hearing this audible book, which is written by Grant Cardone. It is Be Obsessed or Average. It is for corporate employees. Sometimes we lose hope, like what is it we are doing, why we are going to work, why we have to drive all this way and then do this work. So during that kind of time, I hear that kind of book which will motivate me and do my work to my best level. So I again and again hear that same book, Be Obsessed or Average, written by Grant Cardone. He's a real estate tycoon in USA, but the crux of the book applicable to all, and he even beautifully tells being obsessed with whatever be the goal, getting a new car, buying a new house, or take your financial level to next level, or be obsessed with loving your family. All those things he say in a good way, and it is good to have that. So I love that book, and I recommend to all of our club members. Thank you, and over to you, table topic master Sachin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So I want to keep it. Let's go with the next person. Toastmaster Anbu and Gus. Do children love society more than older people? Do children love society more than older people? Can one person reduce pollution?
Good evening, Toastmaster.
Good evening. Thanks.
Why marriage?
I have two topics here. Do children love society more than older people, or can one person reduce pollution? Can you choose any? Okay, do children love society more than older people? Others.
Good evening, Toastmasters. I recently connected with one of my college friends from researching house here in the Kerala area. I said, I went to search house nearby, to come to my home. So I went to his house, I had a little partner. And we were casually talking how's the life, what is happening in life. Then the girl was there, she's around 5 years old. And I was asking her questions that everyone will do. But she was not talking much. She made noise, but not speaking. So I approached him, why she's not speaking, she's already engaged. And he told the apartment he lived is very restricted. It doesn't have the society or the people, other people. It can't. So children is very restricted. She's not able to speak. So we grow older, we have the diversion to kind of talk to kids. They need the society their age group. That is really important for the daily life. That gave me a shot that how as psychologically society affects it. Because we remember we used to play in the streets. Nowadays, nobody plays in the streets. We need a society or our kids plays to enjoy. So kids really need a society when they grow at the age of 10 because that make them what they are, that interpret the character in them, that gives lot of a different perspective about their life. There's a study saying that whatever you do this today, it's all in the age of 10 to 15, what you learn from the society. That what's built your character. To summarize to the topic, yes, the children need the society more than the elders because we are busy sitting at the computer, but children really need them.
Thank you, Mr. Vadia, for talking on the topic. Like, do children love society more than older people? Yes, like we need to make sure that as a parents, we need to teach them why the society is more important because we are getting old. They are the future generation. They are the one who take up to for the future, like whatever it is. I'd like to call Mr. Pravi. Pravi. Do you believe in instant decision? Do you believe in instant decision? Or do you-
Yeah, I do believe in instant decision. Sometimes the decision that we take is not instant. We think the decision made is very instant, but you have long memories in your mind that help you to take that decision. Your experience, the what you have speak with other people, you read books, you watch videos, you gain all that information that will settle and sit in your brain. Though you feel that to take some decision instantly, but I would say that these all coming up from that experience. In my life, once I had to take a decision of a job offer, which one I have to do, I took a decision of which gives me cast a long shadow, which helps me to grow in the longevity. There was an offer which gives me higher pay, but there was another offer which gives me a satisfaction on my domain, my engineering, my skills, what I can do. So I took the one which is with a less salary, but then that helped me to take a long leap in my career where today I am sitting in my current organization. So, dear Toastmasters and prospective members, the decision or the information that we always keep, it reverberates in our minds, and we want to take the decision. Like I said, I reinforce that though it looks like instant, but it is not actually an instant. Psychology says that your decisions based on your experience or the information you already accumulated from. Thank you.
Thank you, Tosman. Thank you, Mr. Praveen, for take on topic. Where I can correlate the things with, like I thought in a different perspective, like in a games, like cricket or in a kabaddi, volleyball, where we plan ahead 1 week or during practice. But during on the day of playing cricket or anything, we need to take certain decision on sport without discussing with the team members. Even this is my perspective also. Thanks a lot. You brought your personal story, that's your experience. Thanks a lot. I'd like to call anyone from online as the next person. Your name? Mr. Vijay. One bad, we can talk. One bad or good decision that impacted your future decision. one bad or good decision that impacted your future? One is discipline.
So one important or one good decision that changed my entire life is coming into fitness, or coming into health, or coming into going to gym, or lifting weights, or anything. So whatever you change or you move your body with any of the movement, that only changed in my life. I would say that from my childhood, I was in a karate student. For some decision, like I got a hurt in one competition, since we were very low middle class family. I couldn't afford to go to hospital and repair my leg. So that actually impacted me very bad, and I took off a lot of weights, more than 20 kgs. My college, my school, +1, +2, and also my engineering. Everything was like typically when you see me, I'll be having one big tummy and one big butt. So when people used to see me, like I had enough of my friends who were there, because they know what I speak. That's why they were with me. But when we see, actually the physical appearance is actually important. It's not like someone has to see you so that they have to approach you, right? So physical appearance is very important. Then after I got into IT career, I first went to gym. Then I understood what has changed in life. What has to be done. Two things, it will not be a physical appearance. It will change entire thing inside your body. So by from that time, what is the different items in that fitness, and what we can do, everything I learned, and I started training others also. I finished one national competition also now, and I'm like mostly looking like in service. Like when you see fitness, people get paid more when you go for clients or when you get a coach. But I am doing it with what to say, as a fitness, as a service. I teach them. Even any of my client comes, I help him, saying that what your kid has to eat, not you. What your kid has to eat, what should be there on your dining table. No biscuits, nothing. So that is what I approach with my client. I hardly have one, two apart from IT career. So this is like acting as yeah. So basically, if you're not moving your body, you'll not be able to live after a long period of time. Move your body so that you'll grow exponentially, and that's all. Thank you all.
Thank you, Mr. Vijay, for talking about the fitness part. Just I'll give my own anecdote. Just 30 seconds. I go back to my 8 years back. I was going for, I even used to do gym, I used to go for running, I used to do other activities. But during COVID, I stopped. I used to work in the healthcare sector. Again, 20 kilos. From 60 to 80, I went. Again, from reducing from 80 to 60, I took 2 years. Today, I lost almost 85, almost 83, almost 85. Today, I am like again back to 60. I lost almost, I went to 53, 85, 63, then again, I gained 6 kilos. Now, during that part of time, during when I was made of 85, I faced a lot of issues. That's made most of the issues I faced during that time. But once I reduce, I can walk for a long period of time. Even without eating food, but I need to have proper drink. I need to drink properly water. I can go with 2 speakers again, or I can go with 1 speaker. Anyone? 1 speaker, online or offline? Anyone? Rajesh? First master life. How has technology created a ripple effect in education? How has technology created a ripple effect in education? How has technology created a ripple effect in education? Can you talk to me?
Okay. I still remember in 2002, I was talking to my mother in a STD booth. It's not direct call to my mother, to the neighbor house, and I have to wait for 15 minutes, and then my mother would have been called by the neighbor. So that was in 2003, please. How personally connected that moment. I have still remember. How many of you have that kind of moment? You have spoken to the STD booth and you're waiting for some time. I can see a lot of hands. Don't you think that is such a memorable moment in our life? So I'll tell you what I learned from that. Number one, the personal connect. You're talking to your neighbor, not directly calling your house or something. Because that time, uh, the landline phone is not available for every houses, right? Now, what happened? The same thing is it changed entirely. If you want to call your mother, you can immediately call. That technology changed a lot, right? So one thing which I learned from that time to here is the personal connection. Yeah. So when you have the personal connection, please build it, right? Even though we are far away, we are connecting to the people with the technology. That ripple effect, helping each other. But previously we didn't have the system, but we are calling. But now we have the system, we have the technology, but we are not talking to each other. We don't know who is our neighbor, right? We don't know who is our neighbor. And when we are going to a house or when we are traveling, our eyes are on only mobile. Whether the technology created the ripple effect or what else? Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajesh, for a wonderful take on topics. Technology, we can't stop. It will be improving each and every day. Again, I'll share once more the last one. Technology was changing my learning aspect because when I was in 10th standard, when I go back to like 2012, 10 years back or 12 years back, that time there was no presentation in school days, like 2009 and all. But when I came to 10th standard, in my school they started the EdTech. EdTech, that's a presentation where they show videos. Instead of normal teaching on board, they started with videos teaching. That changed in my life. Why? Because I'm more like I learn very fast while watching videos rather than chalk on the board. I learn very fast watching videos. That changed a lot in learning in my aspects. Now also I learn YouTube. We see YouTube so many things in life. Thanks a lot for giving me opportunity and over to Temori.
Thank you, Sachin, for a wonderful session. And give a big round of applause to every single one who stood up, volunteered, and took the courage to come on the stage. A big round of applause. Now, I have a really good statement to make. Confidence doesn't arrive before action, it grows before action. And it grows because of that action. And it's another beautiful ripple effect that Toastmasters provide. Now it's time to call upon the general evaluator to present his results.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Vasudha. Okay, so let us see what are how good we have done in this meeting and what are the improvements we could have done. Okay, so starting with our speech evaluator, first of all, I would like to call Toastmasters Simin to do the evaluation.
My target speaker was unbearable, and when he said the speech techniques, passion, clothes, brand, or non-brands, he actually took me 20 years back, which he was trying to explain. I was in my mind, I was in a memory with my parents, going to a shop, and the very three important components which he said, they look at the three things: quality, price, and the color of the material. And once they buy that, they're fast. This was exactly what he said. And fast forward today, he just told how it happens today. You just go to a shop, what is the MRP? No bargain, nothing, just buy it. But there is some weird people like me as well, where I just go to Amazon, filter what is above 4-star rating, and with the price range of 1,000 to 1,500. In fact, I even told to my parents, why are you even going to shop when everything is readily available? Why waste time? Why are you wasting your mood in arguing with people for bargain? You exactly took me with it. And that's off me before. Some of the positives what I liked in your speech was, you started off your speech with a question. When you were about to start your meeting, everyone was in their own world. By bringing a question, you took the audience and you asked, who all are wearing brand or non-brand clothes? And suddenly everyone was okay, there was a question and they started raising hand, you took the hook. And another thing which I liked is, in between you were offside or something and you didn't give up. You were still trying to push yourself and coming back. But unfortunately, you couldn't continue. And when you were coming back, a thing or a recent story which I came into my mind. It was about a sculptor where he was creating an idol. And when he was creating it, a small crack had happened. His assistant freaked out. He's like, okay, we are finished now. What will we tell to the boss? But he calmly smiled and said, now at least I know what I should focus on. So that's exactly what I want to tell you. Now you have a more clear idea on where you should focus and what you have to do. So one suggestion what I would like to tell you is, instead of trying to memorize your speech everything, because in the past even I used to do that. And what had happened was, when I used to lose any word or any sentence, I used to completely freak out and I didn't know what to tell next. So one of my well-wishers had told me a good suggestion. Instead of memorizing all this, just keep some keywords in your mind or like an image in your mind and talk about that, explain that one by one. That will help you in a much better manner. You can complete your speech and in a meaningful manner you can come. So with that, I would like to say is, remember, people who came here, who gave their best speeches, they did even from the first attempt to the last, they didn't give their perfect speeches. They kept trying, they have failed multiple times, and that's how they have risen and given their perfect speech. So I'm sure with this feedback, you will also come, rise again, and give a wonderful masterpiece. So thank you, and back to
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Steven, for giving the feedback. Now let us call our next evaluator, Toastmaster Aditi, to evaluate Toastmaster Sudesh's speech. Or distinguished Toastmaster Sudesh's speech.
Thank you, General Evaluator. And good evening once again, all the Toastmaster and the prospective members. Congratulations once again, Region Sudesh, for cracking the ice for the pathway engaging human. I would like to evaluate using the sandwich technique. First, I would like to start with the strength. So first one was regarding the creative analogy. The title itself, the husked coconut. Initially, I thought it's about some food. But then this title was very unique and you were consistently moving the story behind it. The second one is the natural humor. Your joke about that you born on Amavasya Day and that also tipped you to the nickname which you got really made the audience laugh and I was able to see the smile on everyone's face. The third one was the well-structured speech. You started with where you were born, then your education, and then you took us where you all studied and what all degrees you took, and finally where you're currently working and what is your current position. Which is very, very easy to follow us, the smooth transition between each and every phase. The fourth strength which I found was the powerful ending. You told that looks doesn't matter, mindset does. So that really gave a very powerful, meaningful, that gave a very beautiful and meaningful conclusion. One recommendation, what I have is, since you have chosen the pathway as engaging humor, you could have added some more fun element and engage the audience. But overall, it was a very confident and engaging speech. And with that, your unique analogy made us to cast a shadow throughout, and the audience can take take away. And congratulations once again, and looking forward to hear more speeches from you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Aditi. Now let us call our next evaluator, Toastmaster Rajesh, to evaluate Toastmaster in the speech. Thank you so much.
I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kick once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. Good evening, fellow Toastmaster and guest. First, I would like to congratulate Toastmaster Gajendra. Can you have a big round of applause, children? First, I like the stage usage. You have effectively and mindfully used the stage correct line, and that was a perfect delivery. The second thing, the content and the delivery. The content and delivery was related to each and every one who was present as an audience. Number third, the sense of humor, which is the objective of speech. You met your objective. The speech, and for example, the body and the massage was something you said as a humor. It was everyone can associate with that, and also that all those things were related, and it was the objective was clearly met. Now I want to just add a small pinch of sugar or jaggery in your speech so that it will be well balanced. Number one, the unintentional movement. What you have done throughout your speech, you are talking like unintentional. So make that as an intentional movement. For example, you said that body and such. So just stay away and then stay and talk and then you walk. So that time it will become an intentional movement. So unintentional movement to intentional movement. The second thing, eye contact. Always have the M framework like this and then like this. The M framework is very important. What happened when you are walking, your eye contact directly went to the floor instead of the people. So when you walk also, you have to, your eye contact has to be to the audience because they are listening, they are the listeners and they are the people. And third thing is a strong takeaway. So what is it for the audience? So that basically the audience takeaway is very important in the speech. So overall, you have elevated your speech with humor by effective stage usage, strong content delivery, and delightful humor. By making your movements more intentional and improving your eye contact, involving your audience more, and finishing with a powerful takeaway, you will transform the good speech into an outstanding speech. I'm looking forward to your next speech and all the very best. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajesh. Now, let us call our last evaluator, Toastmaster Sudarshan, to evaluate Toastmaster Shantanu's speech.
May I request Shantanu, Toastmaster Shantanu to be a podium? Yeah. Yeah. Toastmaster Shantanu, congratulations on delivering your speech title, Grass is Always Greener and More Profitable. The objective of the project was to develop collection of humorous stories and present a speech that include humor. I believe you successfully used relatable stories, personal experience to deliver a meaningful message through humor. Let me begin with what I appreciated the most. Your opening question immediately engaged the audience, sparked curiosity. The journey from samosa stall to the tea seller and finally your own experience as software engineer was well structured, easy to follow. I particularly enjoyed your creative imagination with Samosa Technologies Private Limited and Engineers Tea Stall. These moments brought smiles to the audience and kept everyone engaged. Most importantly, your closing message: the grass is not greener on the other side. It is greener because someone is watering it every day. Beautifully tied speech together with meaningful takeaway. One area where I see an opportunity for enhancement is the humor, which is the heart of your project. While the situation were naturally amusing, but few moments could be stretched just little further to create bigger laughter. For example, when you said, in my mind, he was already CEO of Samosa Technology Private Limited, you could add pause, look at the audience, and add, I was already updating my resume to apply for the position of Chief Samosa Officer. A small addition like that, the combined with well-timed pauses can create even more stronger audience reaction. My second suggestion is to make your characteristics even more vivid. When portraying the samosa seller or the tea seller, trying different voices, facial expressions, body language, business like voice, like, sir, today potato prices have gone up again. Those small performance elements will help the audience visualize the characteristics and to make your humorous moments even more memorable. Toastmaster Shantanu, congratulations on successfully completing this project. The speech was very strong foundation, tremendous potential. I encourage you to refine it, few more punchlines, expressive characterization, and comic pauses, and it can be present to at other Toastmaster club as well. I'm confident it will receive even more laughter and appreciation while preserving your powerful message. Congratulations once again, Toastmaster Shantanu. We look forward to hearing the next version of wonderful speeches. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Okay, thank you so much to Sudarshan for the wonderful evaluation. Now let me go ahead and let me first of all evaluate the evaluator, how well they have done, and then we'll go to the rest of the role players. So all the role players, they have used the CRC approach, that is comment, recommend, and commendation. Also, the evaluator made sure that it is relatable and also it is well structured so that we can properly understand. They were quite encouraging while giving the evaluation. When they were called on the stage, they also mentioned the objective of the speech. Now, some of the recommendation I would like to give is that when you are before the speech, whenever you are called by the Toastmaster of the day, please state the entire objective of the speech correctly, so that the audience will be aware that and it will also reinforce in your mind what you need to speak about or what you are about. And I would like to also commend Toastmaster Rajesh and Toastmaster Sudarshan, because during their evaluation, they mentioned whether the speaker has met their objective or not. That is also very important. So kudos to you. Okay, so now let's go ahead and see the report from our role player. First of all, I would like to call timer Toastmaster Minal to give the report.
Yeah, you can see it. Okay, so I came to take the timer report. So first one it is a Sudesh Topi. So Sudesh Topi took that time for 6 minutes 24 seconds. Next, Santanu so took the 6 minutes 34 seconds. Then yeah, so Anbud took yeah, so 3 minutes 58 seconds. Then so Gajendra took the 6 minutes 42 seconds. Then Sudarshan took so 3 minutes 15 seconds. Then the Simen took 2 minutes 31 seconds. And so Rajesh took 2 minutes 43 seconds. And so Aditi took yeah, means 1 minute 56 seconds. So now coming to the table topic. So at the table topic section, so first speaker was Bhaji. So he took yeah, means 1 minute 41 seconds. Ajay took 55 seconds. Yeah, so Yogi took so 1 minute 4 seconds. Uday took so Srigo, yeah, so 54 seconds. And then Chakrajan took 1 minute 29 seconds. Then Udaya took yeah, so 1 minute 54 seconds. And Praveen took 2 minutes 2 seconds. And Vijay took 2 minutes 16 seconds. And yeah, so Rajesh took yeah, means 1 minute. Yeah, from 1 minute so 58 seconds. Yeah, so that's what for my side. So now
thank you so much, Toastmaster Mindal. I would like to also call Toastmaster Chekizar to present the timers report.
So, speaker 4, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. We can hear you.
Yeah. speaker 4 took 6 minutes 44 seconds. It falls under yellow zone, and the evaluator for speaker 4 took 3 minutes 18 seconds, which is a red zone.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jagdish sir, for providing the report. Coming to the evaluation for timers. So, my co-Toastmaster Minnow Sarkar to come on the stage and he explains the role of the timer. He showed the timing card. At the same time, he also informed us what is the time limit for the speeches. And also, I missed to call Toastmaster Jagdish sir at the beginning, which I should have done. So this is a point for me. At the end, whenever presenting a report, they also mention the timing accurately. So, good round of applause for that. Now, let me call our counter for today's meeting, Toastmaster Ramesh Dharmarajan, to present the counter report.
So, I was carefully observing the complete conversation, the favorite topic, even the general evaluator, everything I have I have gone into, and I found there's only very minute pauses done by Abhishek, and Mrinal used just 2 times so, and speaker 1, umpire 1 used so 2 times, and this is overused. Yeah, and Shantanu just used was twice, and Yogin used 2 times. That is in suppose.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ramesh Dharmarajan, for giving the feedback of the counter report. Now, coming to your report, in the beginning, when you were called on the stage, you explained the role quite well. In fact, right now, whenever you called on the stage to present the report, your report was rich. Now, one recommendation is that you can also applaud the flawless speaker for today's meeting so that people will feel encouraged to speak flawlessly even. This is one recommendation from you for the next role. Okay, now let us call our next role player, the language evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Amrita.
So, as a role of grammarian, so my role was to listen carefully the language uses throughout the meeting and note some interesting words, phrases, and grammatical observations. So our phrase of the day was used 3 times. It was used by Abhishek, Adviti, and Praveer. Word of the day was used 1 time by Pradeep. Coming to some good words and quotes used by the speakers. So, Vasudha used rebel during childhood. It was used by Vasudha. Being Husk coconut, Sudesh. Always challenge yourself and think about your motive in life by Sudesh. Some good words were used such as demonstrate, conflict, financial instruments, anecdote, creative analogy, strong takeaway, delightful humor, tremendous. Uh, Grass is greener outside because someone is watering it each day. It was used by Shantanu. Mentors shape up your life. It is used by other Uday. And confidence grows because of the action. So this was some good words and quotes used. Now coming to some suggestions for improvement. So speaker could have corrected some grammatical mistakes such as will we go beyond in spite of he could use could goes beyond have enjoyed how many of you wearing how many of you are wearing I used to buy clothes from once he completes tea seller guy tea vendor milk prices fluctuate he is come up, he came up, he does not have, or he did not have. And there's no urgency. Thank you. This is
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Amrita, for the press report. Now, coming to evaluation for our language evaluator. Again, she explained the role quite well when she was called by the Toastmaster of the day. One thing I really loved was when she was called, she engaged the audience right away. They say something that we are not used to seeing, but you have brought something interesting that is commended. Now you also explain the word of the day and phrase of the day and their meaning behind it. Whenever you were on the stage or during this time the general evaluation, you informed whoever used the word of the day and the phrase of the day. You inform whoever used the word usage of language, or you also inform those language which needs improvement. Now, one recommendation from you is you can also applaud the people who use the word of the day and phrase of the day. It will inspire people to use it even further. Okay, so kudos to you. Finally, let us see how good our listening skill were and whether we are quite attentive in the meeting. And for that, I would like to call our listener for today's meeting, Toastmaster Ram Kumar.
Good evening once again.
Good evening.
Okay. So hope you all enjoyed today's features and table topic session. So let me ask you questions. Let me test your listening skills. So yeah. First, today in one of our table topic speaker used word of the word of the day and the phrase of the day. Can anyone call his name? Pradeep. Not Pradeep. Yeah. Okay. And one of the role taker or speaker said that he is youngest son in the family.
Sachin.
What is the role?
Table topic master.
Toastmaster Udaya said he met a kid of his. What is his?
5 years.
Okay. And Uday, Toastmaster Uday said he is childhood mentor. Who is his childhood father? Next. What is Samtana's speech title?
That is always
greener on other side.
and profitable.
Grass is greener. That's greener.
One. Anyone? You just completely.
The grass is greener on other side.
No. The grass looks always greener.
Again, one.
Grass looks always greener.
And
more profitable.
And more profit. Yeah. Yes. So that's profit. Yeah. And yeah, in ATM this born in city.
Kannur.
Okay. And the last one, even I don't know, I have to listen. What is the book Toastmaster Chikita told?
Be obsessed or be average.
Whoa. Wow. I wrote it down, but I am not. That's all. Thank you for everyone is active and active learner. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Ram Kumar, for this wonderful presentation of the role. Now, coming to your evaluation, again, you did wonderful job while presenting, explaining the role that you are going to present. And also, you are listening to the speaker quite well. At the end, when you were called on the stage, it was quite engaging. You presented all the topic, and I think all of you were listening, and it was interesting as well. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ram Kumar. Now, let me go ahead and let me tell you about the overall structure, how well we do, and what are the improvement points. So first, we're starting with our Sajaritam, Toastmaster Ramesh Dhamarajan. Okay, so Toastmaster Ramesh Dhamarajan, you engage the audience with a question or with explanation. So that was really good job done at the beginning. You stated the mission of the club, and you also explained the role. I really love that you were quite energetic when coming to the meeting, and I really comment that the meeting was quite well set up. All the equipment in order, and yeah, equipment are in order. We have the timer card. We are using. We are all the role player using the book that is they should use to mark their evaluation. So, and we have our gavel. So everything is quite in order. So congratulations to our Sergeant at Arms. Coming to our president. Toastmaster president, our president opened the after Sajid term Toastmaster president. Sir. Okay. I am quite tired throughout the meeting and the training session. Okay, Toastmaster Afzal explained about the Toastmasters quite well. He welcomed everyone once again. He asked the guests to present or tell about themselves in the meeting. He also talked about Toastmasters and our club in general, and the transition from the Toastmaster to our theme was quite smooth, and we also gave a glimpse about the theme, which was amazing. So kudos to you. Coming to our next role player, Toastmaster Vasudha, our Toastmaster of the day for today's meeting. Now, he explained the role quite well. Again, the theme was also interesting and she went deeper into it. It also felt like she was quite prepared for this meeting, which is amazing. She followed the agenda. She also introduced the role players and the speakers quite well with the proper introduction. She made sure the energy of the meeting was quite high, and she was also actively listening. So after a speaker gave his or her speech, she was giving a line of encouragement to them. So this was wonderfully done. And I wish to inform about we have one more timer, online timer, those responsibilities are, but she made sure that we do not miss anyone. So kudos to you. Finally, to our last role player, the tabletop master, Toastmaster Sachin. Okay, tabletop master Toastmaster Sachin, he also followed the pattern quite well that after introducing him, he asked the audience about the question why you are using the tabletop system, what is the benefit of it, and which made us to think, and thinking helped us to speak better during the tabletop session. He explained the role. He repeated the topic twice whenever the topic was introduced. The topics were quite simple and easy to use. And he also gave suggestion that whenever you are speaking, you can take some time. This is a good touch. And he made sure that it is relatable to the audience. Also, after someone spoke, he made sure that he is connecting to the person, whatever he is saying. Now, I would like to give a few recommendations. First is we can use the structure that is the name, topic name to introduce the speaker and also the topic. So this is the first recommendation. And second recommendation is something that I already give to our R counter and our language evaluator. That is, let us try to make it even more positive learning experience. So how we can do this? Let's suppose there is someone who came on the stage and that person could not speak whatever they want to speak for the entire duration. Now coming on the stage and giving speech here is challenging thing. So let us give a line of encouragement to them that you have come here and you have tried your best. Let us give an encouragement. So if that someone is a speaker or someone has completely spoken it, we can encourage them and comment them that you have done wonderful. But also, if someone could not complete, then we can still encourage them that try better next time, but you did well. So this is something that I can think of. It was wonderful as a role. Now, finally, what we did on the meeting overall. Let us go ahead with that. First of all, in today's meeting, during our training, we discussed about not to use the word guest, but to use prospective member. And I have seen that everyone in this meeting adopted to that, and this is something that is commendable. So again, we are learning fast, and so many patterns I have seen in this meeting that we are adopting from our previous general evaluation report. So as a club, we are learning. For example, we are using this role player sheet. Before we used to use our own papers. So last time we got this feedback that let's use the role player sheet, and we are using this. In the group, we have seen that Toastmaster Ram Kumar thing, whether there is someone who is going to speak online, and then we have the online timer. This was also one of the feedback that we received, so we use that. And we made sure that the meeting is quite structured and it is going. That's a wonderful thing. Now, I would like to put, okay, and one more thing that I missed is that we have started using this. So to give the certificate, this was also something that was suggested in the group. So we have also implemented this and it is already ready. Last time we had some issues, some delay because of it, but right now we are already structured and we are ready for it. So we are learning from our mistake and we are making sure that we won't do this. Now, some of the suggestions that we have the trophies and the award that we have received from the previous term or previous meetings. So we can put it here so that it will be much more engaging to our audience. And yeah, I think that that is all from my end. Last suggestion is that we can have our name tag. I have also missed this, but going forward, whenever we join our club, we receive one name tag. We can keep it here, and so that everyone can go through it, and we will have this common alignment. Okay. So with that being said, I would like to hand over the stage to our Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhishek, for such a insightful and a valuable feedback that we are going to implement in our next meeting and also keep our strengths consistent in the following meetings too. Now, I would like to call upon Sachin. He has something to say.
Thank you, Mr. Arzuta, and observe for the small time. I'll be very crisp on the things. I joined Toastmasters 2022, like August. It's going to be 4 years. Like before joining, one of my friends, he did follow for almost 4 to 6 months. Did you join Toastmasters? We joined Toastmasters. Every day, every week, it's called. Someday I joined, but intention was after 6 months, come back, don't touch me. But one small meeting, that meeting was Halloween that we conduct in Indranagar. That in that complete meeting changed my mindset in my life. That's why I'm sustaining still those masters. And after that, I changed a lot in my life. I changed a lot. Like old members in our club, they are seeing me. This is one part, my friend. And after joining, Toastmaster Vidya was the point of contact me. It was the point of contact for me. Like it pushed me a lot. Today gave me the same. Like it pushed me a lot. Like my brother, like I'm doing good, very good in my job. Like if I compare my 2019, I was awarded as the one of the best employee in my organization during COVID. Out of like there were so many youngsters. Out of youngsters, I was one of the member. But after that, I lost. But when I joined Toastmasters, I gained back that confidence. I'm doing good in my job. In the previous job, right now I didn't get any feedback. In my previous job, I got a great feedback from all the colleagues. That is because of Toastmasters India, and I started to reach out to other members. Thanks a lot to all the members in my for the Toastmasters. Thank you all.
Thank you, Sachin. Now, before I hand it over back to the presiding officer, I would like to leave you with one final thought. That you can't always move a big rock immediately or at once. Or you can't make one big change in one small step, right? It's a series of steps and series of action that you make. So I would like you to take that first step and start with your journey so that you can achieve what you want. That's it from my side. Handing over back to Toastmaster Afsar.
Thank you, Vasudha. So along with Vasudha, I would like to thank all the role takers, speakers, as well as Sergeant at Arms, getting the meeting started sharp on time, 4.00. Abhishek Negi, General Evaluator, as well as Sachin as our Table Topics Master. Before I conclude, I would invite a couple of guests to share their feedback. I would like to see somebody who has not come to the stage. But before I do that, I would request Sergeant at Arms to please share the QR code where all of us can scan and vote who are the best role takers speakers for today. guest, you can also do that. Please add your cell number as well as the information requested for the membership team to contact you. Also, beyond the meeting, should you have any additional questions, you could reach out to Abhishek Negi, who is our Vice President membership.
And right after I continue. Okay. You will have results. You will have results. You will have it. I'll sign off. You could just write the names and the road tickets. Okay. Just and I'll use the
Okay, I think we're good. So any guest who has not come to stage yet and would like to share their feedback? Is there anybody who has not come to the stage? Yes. Okay. So please tell your name and how did you find the meeting, and if there are any scope of improvement or feedback that you would like to pass on. What's for sure? Yeah. All right.
Hello everyone. So this is my second time. Last week also I attended, but last week I was too nervous to meet everyone, and like I find it very difficult to approach people. But this time, when I came today, I spoke to most of the people here. I guess I missed some of them. I'll try to approach you guys next week. But it was great, and I'm gaining some confidence. Let's see what happens. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So we would highly encourage you to hit the stage again and again, participate in the table topics so you get even better. I would now like to call somebody very simple and who has got our attention. So this is his third term, right? The first one, he was very casual, pushed, and he was on sleeveless. Second term, he came on a t-shirt. Now he's on a full shirt. So I'd like to call him and see how his feedback is. So I hope today your mom has not sent you.
Yes. So yeah, today is my third session. So I was quite dozy today. I had my lunch and then I'm like, I want to sleep and I'm like, we'll go together. And then I got my mind. I'm like, each session is like better than the other. I'm just going through different experiences. So I just got myself up and I just came in here and it was a really interesting session. So I would like if I recall whatever I remember because I was quite dozy in this session. I remember speaker Sudesh sir saying about like no more like as you how much ever he evolved, it's like there was like he kept on learning new things. So that's what it's something which I learned like keep on moving and I the other thing which like I recall is Chandra sir like with his sense of humor like he just like comedy and all that stuff it was really fun and guests who talked about fitness which like that's it I could really relate to him because fitness has obviously got a like very high impact on my life as well. So that's all. I'll make sure to keep on evolving. Thanks.
That's a great way to conclude stating of the ripple effect. It's all about waking up, hitting the stage, taking that first step, and then it starts to ripple, and then down the line you start to see a larger effect. So a couple of announcements. For the term, we will have our renewals effective October 1st, and the renewal will start September. However, Toastmaster International has raised the fee from $60 to $72. That's like $12 per month, which was earlier $10. And the deadline for this increase is August the 3rd. So beyond August 3rd, the new price will be applicable. So our membership team has already released the benefits of renewing earlier. So anybody who would like to save that $12 per term, please go ahead and renew and share the screenshot with either our treasurer Ankita or vice president membership Abhishek Negi. As well as we have enabled self-pay for all of you. If anybody wants to pay for 1 term, 2 term, please feel free to go to your portal, renew it on your own using your credit cards, but let the treasurer know what you have done, and the club fee you could pay for 6 months. Next term, when we renew during March 2027, you could just clear the club fee because you have already paid for the second term. So that's a quick announcement, Sudesh.
Yeah, if at all possible, I would recommend whoever can renew for 2 terms because you are saving $24.
$24. And the self-pay would really, be beneficial for each one of you who do not want to pay upfront, but you want to use your credit card and will pay back. And the next week meeting would be very special, something very signature to Electronic City, that is Speakathon, where we would have 10 prepared speakers and 10 experienced evaluators. And on this segment, we would have a mixture of evaluators from our club, preferably 4, and then 6 evaluators which will be coming outside of our club, where they share their diverse experience, knowledge, and engage and empower the members. So I would like to request our Vice President Education to release the poll for the present members to quickly fill the poll to block their slots for next week. So we will do that in a few seconds and the poll will be rolled out in the members group. So for now, I would like to announce the winners for today's meeting. Best speaker, any guesses? All right, so I would like to invite those Toastmasters Gajendra. We look at Best table topic speaker, guest or prospective member, Vijay. Congratulations. It was a great way to sell yourself in 2 minutes. Yeah. Best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Sudarshan for evaluating Toastmaster Shantanu Pradhan. Can we thank Sudarshan? The virtual certificate goes to you.
Thank you.
And the best role player goes to our general evaluator, Abhishek Negi. Best auxiliary role player that belongs to the tag LT, timer, counter, grammarian, and listener. It goes to our grammarian for today, Ankita Khandelwal. The poll is rolled out on members group. Please go ahead and enroll and block your slots, and we would see you next Saturday, that's August 1st, 4 p.m. at the same venue. With that, as the presiding officer, I declare meeting number 561 of Electronic City Toastmasters Club closed. Now the session is open for networking and let's gather for a quick picture.
Sir, stopping record.